All right, everyone, here we are with ticker symbol FCEL, Fuelcell Energy Inc. And before we jump into this chart, I want to say welcome to all the first-time viewers and investors. Welcome to the channel, Invest for Tomorrow. To all the subscribers, welcome back, and let's jump into this chart. So Fuelcell Energy Inc. has been in a downward direction. I've talked about we need to watch if it pulls back up and then pulls back down harder, but also we want to watch how there's kind of a consolidation forming if it continues within this channel, right? Kind of stays in this area, doesn't go much lower, not much higher until the next breakout, right? That would be pretty healthy for Fuelcell, if I must be honest. But we need to watch it carefully because when you look at the chart zoomed out, and the more you zoom out, the more downward it's looking, right? It's been in a downward direction. Not just straight, but very subtle with the pulls up and down. It just keeps on pulling down lower. Now we just hit newer lows that we were supposed to watch carefully today how it reacted, and it broke through the 1039 mark. That's exactly where our support literally was landing and holding, and we needed to watch it carefully. Now it was pretty close, excuse me for that, it's pulling back to that point, but it's pretty close to that point, and it fell down to new lows here. It hit about 1016 and then it pulled right back up. Now the question is, will this pull back even harder, or has this leveled off and the bulls have a chance to continue to pull up? Because now they've accomplished being above the 50-day moving average. It wasn't just the bulls reappearing, it was also pulling through the 50-day moving average, leveling off to hit newer highs. So we got to watch this carefully. This is a very narrow stretch here that we got going on, and the 50-day moving average is below the price currently. So it's at 1119. The 50-day moving average is down here at 1096. And if that gets crossed, we're in bearish territory. If we stay above it, we're in bullish territory. So big tug of war going on moving into tomorrow. So lowest point reached here of the bearish candlesticks, like I said earlier, 1016. Super important number. That's the new low. Before it was 1039, now it's 1016. If that gets crossed, we could be deeper into bearish territory and on our way to newer lows and new support levels. So keep that in mind. But before getting there, our first support is 1099. And if that gets crossed, it's getting closer to the 50-day moving average. And if it crosses the 50-day moving average, we want to watch carefully. So I'm going to narrow it down real close right here at this point. This is not necessarily a support level, but it is a point that I would use to watch if the bulls are trying to reappear in bearish territory, or are the bears tearing this one down fairly fast, and that's 1082. You can use that point. I'm just suggesting it. You don't have to. It's optional, but I would use it myself to see how it's reacting between 1097, 1082, and then see if the bulls are trying to reappear before it continues to go down, or are the bears just tearing this one down fairly fast. So it's a little bit closer to the 50-day moving average, and since there's no other support till we get down to 1016, you can use that as a point of reference. But the first support level is 1099, and it's still in bullish territory, so we need to watch carefully. And like I said, there's gonna be a tug of war going into tomorrow. Now on the other hand, we have our resistance, and this is what the bulls need to break through. They can't just look at it, go get real close to it, and then fall right back down. They need to break through this resistance to continue this momentum, right? And they've leveled off and continue to break out to newer highs. So 1134 definitely needs to be crossed by the bulls and turn into a support so that the bulls can pull up to newer highs, new resistance levels, and pull further away from the 50-day moving average. Very, very important. I look forward to seeing your guys' comments down below. How do you guys feel? Do you see this consolidating? Do you see this possibly hitting newer lows? Are you seeing the same downward movement that I'm seeing here? Or do you think the bulls have now built momentum to come back after leveling off, break out, level off, and break out instead of a consolidation, reaching newer highs? How is your sentiment as an investor? I look forward to seeing it down below in the comments, and I look forward to you guys commenting down below amongst each other, or even stating your perspective. So I really appreciate that when you guys go out of the way for doing that in the previous videos. I look forward to seeing what you guys feel in this video. Thank you guys for watching. For those of you that are first time viewers, coming across the channel and haven't subscribed already, please do so. And don't forget to click on the bell. Click on the bell so that you don't miss a single video that I post and receive notifications to every single video. Share this with your friends and community. And don't forget to hit the like button to let me know you watched this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money. At the end of this video, there's going to be a pop-up video. And in that video, I will be discussing about the S&P 500 index and how it's been rising several points on scheduled dates. As you see here on the graph, these circles are the dates that the pumps have happened. And I use them as examples to show you guys how much the stocks have risen. And the S&P 500 index rose on those dates. And the reason why it's rising is due to the fact that the Federal Reserve is pumping the markets. On these dates, the charts and the dates speak for themselves, as we can see it here. And I break it down into more detail in the video. But just to summarize it, on these dates, the S&P 500 rises, and there's individual ticker symbols rising up with it. Anywhere from 30 cents to $3 per share. I know it may not seem like a lot, but per share that does add up, and these individual ticker symbols are giving you back profits. These are profits, and like I always say, profits are profits. Whether it's $1 put into the market and you get back $2, you've put in an initial investment and you got back more than what you started with. That's what it's all about. And also in the video, I go into further detail showing you guys these dates and showing you how much it rose. Like for example, this was one of the last pump dates, and the lowest point that it reached was down here at 35.11, and the highest point reached was 35.57. That's like a 40-point jump. And here we're seeing the same thing. It went down to 35.88 and it rose up to about, I'd say, let's see, this is all still in the same day. It rose up to about a total amount of 36.23. When you do the math, that's almost a 40 to 50 point jump, and there's individual ticker symbols rising up with this. Now, I'm not there to guarantee you profits. I'm not there to tell you to buy, sell, or hold anything in particular. I'm just here to inform every single investor on the great news, on the opportunity to maximize profits and minimize losses. You have to do your due diligence and research, but these charts and the dates speak for themselves. I mean, this was probably one of the largest jumps that I've seen in the last couple of pumps, and it was down here at 33.02 and it rose up to about 33.88. That was an 80-point jump. There was probably ticker symbols rising up more than $3 per share on those dates. And even on these dates, there's individual ticker symbols rising more than $3 per share. Check it out, see for yourselves, and my best advice is look for ticker symbols that may be resembling the behavior of the S&P 500 index, and you'll be able to go ahead and give it a shot. Check it out. Again, I'm not there to tell you to buy, sell, or hold anything in particular. I'm not there to guarantee you profits. I'm just here to go ahead and share the information along with every single viewer and investor. The video should be popping up soon. If you haven't seen it already, pop up. There is the link down below in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.